Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Elise deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Balde is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide. Oh, terrible pass. And it's Lima. Jackson, brilliantly cut out. And that is a little undercooked. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! It's fallen kindly here. He's trying to hit the front line here. Quarter of an hour played. That could spell trouble. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Rafinha. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
First breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Opts to play it back. Araujo. That is ended up in no man's land. He's through here. Jackson. He's found the way through. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Jackson really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. As he cuts out the supply. Dani Olmo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not the most accurate pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's managed to get free. And here's Pedri. Oh, well played, well played. I was going to be disappointed with that. Casado. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Upamecano makes the interception. That's destined for the flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's certainly onside here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Olmo. Koundé. Eric Garcia. Araujo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Araujo. Balde. Casado. Looking for options for movement. Tar does well to get it back. That's a throw. He has found the way through. And back to the keeper. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Dani Olmo. He's on it. Can he get away?
Oh, great feat, that.
Balde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Casado and Araujo. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Casado. Dani Olmo. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. He's cut it out. Decent chance! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Davis did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Casado. Rafinha. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Garcia. Araujo. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Balde. It's Pedri. Balde. And it's Pedri. Now Casado. Tar gets across to intercept that. Good ball, good take. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Araujo. Eric Garcia. And it's Balde. Dani Olmo. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Lima. And that pass just didn't quite work. Araujo.
เดี่ยวถึงอย่าง
Kunde. And it's Pedri. Kimmich gets a foot in here. And that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
So, third corner of the game.
อยาก
Diaz!
นิ่ง
He will be livid with himself.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 17
Balde
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16.
ahead by two and just about into the home
El
straight.
dorsal 21. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Fermin. Yamal. That is good strength.
โอ้ย
It's a throw in.
กูก็ไม่รู้
And it's Lopez. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Balde goes looking wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fermin. Lewandowski. He's had a shot!
ก็คือคุณเดี่ยวคุณ
And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Shot could be on. Chance!
โอ้ยแรง
That is terrific from Lewandowski. A finish of true class. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away...
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Lewandowski.
มุสกี้ นี่แก่เฮ้ยอาวุธ
Fermin.
Bukan kedua ini. Strike. Kemarin semua. Lihat. Aman.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running then. And he cuts out the supply. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Eric Garcia. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly a real chance!
Tak kita pun tinggi ya.
From the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri. Yamal. And it's Olmo. No foul, says the referee. Neither side yet able to find the net. And the return pass. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's a fine challenge. Pedri. Dani Olmo. And Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Opts for safety. Eric Garcia. Casado. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. This looks promising. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away? And that's a dangerous ball. Bernardo Silva receives... And the shots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Harus real yan betul. Salah lagi betul.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kunde, Dani Olmo, some front-footed pressing going on here, and he has been fouled there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Balde, Casado, now it's Dani Olmo.
Gue itu.
Eric Garcia. Araujo. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Played out towards the right wing.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he was quick to react.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Reinders. It's a threatening ball. Dani Olmo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marmouche. Garcia claims comfortably. Eric Garcia. And it's Koundé. Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Matheus Nunes. Rumah needs a sigh of relief. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's picked his way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Pedri. Balde providing an outlet on that flank. Balde got a long way forward to join the attack. Out for a throw.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's a key interception. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Casado. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
It's Reinders.
96.847
Just about up to the hour now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. Shoots! And a neat finish. Now they've waited. Now they have it. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cherky. That has been cut short. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way they're...
Haaland!
King
What a
fucking-
pass! Pedri. Dani Olmo.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
He has found a way through. Eric Garcia. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cherky. He's cut it out. Eric Garcia. Dani Olmo tries to pass it through. Nicely shaped ball. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Haaland. Oh, great chance! There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 4, el dorsal 10.
Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Rashford. Valde. And it's Casado.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Reinders. Reinders opts to play it back. Oh no, this does not. Tries a shot! And again! Oh, and the referee says that is it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that they're...
Shapes to shoot! He's scored! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So a breakthrough already. Balde. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Balde has got himself a free kick. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruben Dias, looking for options for movement. Distributed tidily. It's come to nothing. Yamal. That looks a good ball through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha in acres of space out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot's on here. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Koundé. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. Reinders. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get... Great chance!
Ini kesulitan tu.
No mistake.
Gol-gol mesti lawan.
A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dani Olmo. Spread it left. Haaland.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their...
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bernardo Silva, that is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Nice bit of skill and he's away. Now this is Lewandowski. Has to go back here. Now he's going for goal! Reinders. Vardiol. Reinders. That has not gone well. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Lewandowski. Haaland. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Balde. That could spell trouble. Oh, great chance! There's the shot! Dani Olmo. And that's been won straight back. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. That has been slung wide. That is good progress on the left.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Dani Olmo. And he's quick to return it. A lot of space ahead of him. It's out for a goal kick.
Oh, hanya itu.
Salahnya betul. Jangan.
Koundé. And Jamal. He is through here. Oh, important interception. Driving on and making good progress. Pedri crosses. That's a decent clearance. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Casado. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That pass has been well intercepted. Balde. Rafinha getting forward. That's a cute ball. Knocks it out wide. Now that's well seen too. Someone off target. And it's Balde. No way through there. Dani Olmo.
Yes.
Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Padat ramai.
Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this?
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Reinders. Oh, super find. He's found some space. And the finish!
Bang.
And that's a sharp finish.
Anjir.
They are playing them off the park. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Good ball, good take. And it's Casado. Marmouche. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Koundé.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
Well
here.
measured. He's found the way through. This might spell danger. Oh, good effort. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Jackie. That pass just didn't quite work. Balde. Casado. And it's Olmo. Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Not where it came from.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Balde. Araujo. Casado. Dani Olmo. 75 minutes played. Yamal. And Koundé. It's not an especially good pass, that. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Not the most accurate pass. Araujo.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lewandowski. Look at a chance! And he stuck it away. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored.
Wah, ini terlambat ini.
Now, can they get him away? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's a threatening ball. Big chance!
Ulang.
And that's a good finish. And they
Goal,
are right back winning touch. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal
And now he has two.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal 8.
So could they be onto something here?
El dorsal 7.
And that's a
El
throw.
dorsal 14. El dorsal 16. El dorsal 5.
And he's managed to
El
gift it
dorsal
back.
21. Cambio de jugadores. Habrá
Opts for
2
safety.
minutos de descuento.
Kovacic. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Lopez. Koundé, Vardiol calmly anticipates.
This
And the referee brings it to a close.
Almodovar
Performance of
bagus.
perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
What? More.
Iya.
Ini kalah milik ini ya.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Now it's Rafinha. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Could be danger here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. Shot, surely! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Cherky clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Hak.
Somewhat off target. Lewandowski. Yamal. Oh, important interception. Good read, needed to be. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. No goals as yet. Balde. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Goal.
It's a promising position. Araujo gets a foot in here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can...
And the shots! Goal! Barcelona!
รวดเร็ว
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Just the keep takes a shot!
Visa, el pressing on.
Reinders. Barcelona currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Cherki providing an outlet on that flank. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. Almost half an hour in now.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's a shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's given it away. That has not gone well. Casado. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Eric Garcia. This is a promising build-up. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Yamal. Ball's gone out of play. Koundé. Pedri. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Koundé. Yamal. And it's Pedri. And Balde. Rafinha. And they've got a throw. Cherki. It's a pretty loose pass. Araujo. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Balde. Araujo. And here's Rafinha. And here's Dani Olmo. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedri, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's going wide left.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
That is good strength. Kovacic. The message is clear, none shall pass. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
This ended up in no man's land. Funde. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dani Olmo, he's got away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Marmouche, great defending, strong and determined. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ruben Dias. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a sharp pass. Pedri! There was plenty of power on that. Reinders. Dani Olmo. Casado. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply.
I think the
Big chance! And that's a tiny finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Dani Olmo, Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Kovacic. And now the breakaway. Foot in. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cherki. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Pedri. That has not gone well. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Reinders. 1 minute to add, according to the board. That's that, the end. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Lewandowski picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Okay. GT. Đúng rồi.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Balde. Oh, they could be caught out here. Pedri. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely weighted ball. Lewandowski proves just a little bit too strong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He is through here. And it's Balde. Balde made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Not the most convincing of passes. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And back to the keeper. Balde. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He was under real pressure there. Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Short changes him with that pass. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him. Haaland. Marmouche. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Haaland. Cherki.
Turkey.
Played into space. Rafinha. He's got away. It is a corner. Good chance.
At balik keluar ano nandaw.
And we have our very first corner.
Ayun na si
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, God.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Iya, ganggang.
Koundé. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. All the way back. Eric Garcia. Casado. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bernardo Silva. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Pedri.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, what a mistake! And he can clear it away. Guardiola making good progress.
Aduh.
That pass isn't the best. Nice looking ball.
Habrá un minuto de
Oh, well
descuento.
measured.
Isi. Gila.
Rumah clears. Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Iya. Oh,
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
this team.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
En el marcador está a punto de aparecer.
So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both
Ini
sides
mungkin
want to do,
Ruby.
Peter. I suspect both will
Kalah
continue with
depan,
their
kalah.
respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Ngeri.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Haaland, and that was nowhere near his best. And he's been shifted off it. Balde. Now it's Dani Olmo. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better.
Wow.
He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Balde. Pedri. Casado. Good ball, good take. And that's cause for mild irritation. He won't be happy with that one. Garcia.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball. Balde. And Rafinha. Matches Nunes, gets across and deals with it. Eric Garcia cuts it out. Dani Olmo, and the
La
pass is
asistencia de este
intercepted.
partido asciende a 96.847 espectadores.
Haaland! They want to be quick to recover this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Koundé. Pedri. Cherki. Tries to play it through. Rafinha. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Rafinha. And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get it through? Matches Nunes. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Koundé. Balde. That's destined for the flank. Knocks it into space. Bernardo Silva did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Marmouche. And he's found a way past. And he shoots!
Kok bisa tepat sama Rebus ya?
Season contender. If only.
Gagal.
Marmouche really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic
berapa?
effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Ini sih.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Dani Olmo. Now it's Dani Olmo. Spread to the right.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Balde. And it's Pedri. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rafinha. And he was quick to react. Oh, somewhat off target. Played out towards the right wing. Haaland. And this is Marmoush. He's found a way through. Real chance here. Corner then.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Could have here their final chance. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Semenyo! He will be livid with himself.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 21. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Koundé. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Ferran Torres. He might be in here.
Really deceiving.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Ah, he's given it away. Now it's Semenyo. Oh, no joy this time. No unnecessary risks. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, how will we look back on that?
Ito loh.
Put it on the table, don't you ask me twice, because the table is crawling with questions.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pedri. And this is Lewandowski. And that is a little undercooked. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Marc Casado certainly looks like an elite player, Peter, who was reared for his role in the middle of the park. He's an intelligent player who takes calculated risks. He's always capable of hitting those little pockets of space with his clever passing, and you very rarely see him lose possession. He should be an automatic standout here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And here's Yamal. Oh, well played, well played. Reinders.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a
Oh.
consequence, this game's just drifted.
Araujo. Dani Olmo. Pass somewhat off target. Bernardo Silva. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Casado. Can he get it? And the shot! And he should have made them pay.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No, that was never going to make it. Rafinha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And we have our very first corner. Bernardo Silva! No, just not quite. Balde. And it's Olmo. In with the challenge. Casado. Dani Olmo. Spread neatly. Pedri. Marmouche. Cherki. And Reinders. Well, that's well seen too. Reinders is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Balde. Nicely weighted ball. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Rafinha, he's found the way through. Pedri! Oh, what has happened here? Haaland. Marmouche. And he is deftly away. And he's found a way past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Balde.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he cuts out the supply. Haaland.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's the keeper's ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Yang ngerti ya.
It
Oh,
hasn't
kita
been a bad watch,
udah.
not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just
Yes.
lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Oh,
So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So, first half brought no goals. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Araujo. And it's Casado. And it's Pedri.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Eric Garcia. Now it's Lewandowski. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. He has found the way through. He's under a lot of pressure there. Koundé. Not the most convincing of passes. And Dani Olmo. Matches Nunes.
Yeah.
Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Araujo.
La
Very
asistencia
little
este
to report
partido
from an
asciende a
attacking
96.247
perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old
espectadores.
game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Haaland.
Ya, lo único.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pedri. Out of play for a throw. Koundé. And it's Pedri. Dani Olmo. And here's Yamal. Dani Olmo. He's picked his way through. Chance! Well taken goal.
Become good, guys.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
The first breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. And
He's in one-on-one. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller. Manchester really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He won't be happy with that one. Dani Olmo. And that has left him in a heap. Rumah gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams...
Rafinha! And that would have been game, set and match.
That reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Haaland. Now this could be a chance. But they've got it again. Shoots! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
That has been slung wide. Casado.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Pedri. And he's been shifted off it. Cherki. Now, can they get him away?
2 minutos de descuento.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Yamal. Dani Olmo. Will play through for the wide man. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
อิ่มทั้งวันเลย
That's at the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin. Hello, Peter. Great chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better chance, really, and 99 times out of 100, and you know what I'm going to say next.
He's looking wide. genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Just eases him off the ball. Eric Garcia. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Alejandro Balde, is a defender who's been coached in the ways of the beautiful game. He's very good as a defender, but he has an inner desire to get up the pitch as much as he can. And he's rarely very wasteful, Peter, so his decision making...
Yamal! In he goes again! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to get it clear. And the shot, and a chance! But he's left disappointed. Koundé. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Dani Olmo. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Remuha pa lang yung dalawa.
Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has ended up in no man's land. Casado is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Looking for options for movement. And reclaimed it in a trice. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. It's played through for him. Jackie, he's through. Can he finish? That's another chance. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Olmo. Rafinha making a dash for it. And here's Dani Olmo. He's found a way through. Just coming up to the 30-minute. He's gone for goal! Cherki. Marmouche. Cherki.
Oh, Turkey. Sorry, go on.
Koundé. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cherki. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah.
Casado. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ah, he's given it away. Araujo.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's got away. That's very neat. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Marmouche. Araujo does really well to win the ball there. Aims beyond the defence. Dani Olmo. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Defending was strong and firm.
Oh, di mahal.
That has not gone well. It's a sharp pass. Araujo knocks it into space. It's going wide left. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Marmouche. Pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Dia selalu.
Brings the first half to a close.
Dia selalu siapa?
There's been no shortage
Yes,
of
no.
industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And he shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Lewandowski has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. And this is Marmoush. Cherki has the space to scheme. Casado. And that's an excellent interception. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Short chance for a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Decent chance! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Shifted it to the flank, where it came from. That's the keeper's ball. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Araujo. Balde. It's a pretty loose pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Koundé plays it all the way forward. Araujo calmly anticipates. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Rafinha. Space for him to turn and look. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dani Olmo, Rafinha. Shot could be on. Here's a chance. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Pass somewhat off target. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Marmoush. He is through here. And that pass isn't the best.
Gak ada yang KBM.
That could spell trouble. Casado. Balde. Casado. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Balde. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. Koundé. Pedri. He's found a way past. Now it's Pedri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Some resolute defending there. Koundé. Barcelona have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Rafinha. Yep, it's a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, third corner of the game.
El dorsal 9. El dorsal
Rafinha
3.
plays it
El
short.
dorsal
Can he
4.
finish?
El dorsal 20.
That has been
El
knocked
dorsal
clear.
17. Serán
Kovacic.
sustituidos por
Now it's
el
Rashford.
dorsal 14. El dorsal 7. El dorsal 2.
Marmoush.
El dorsal
That has
5.
been cut
El
short.
dorsal 16.
Spread
El
it
dorsal
left.
21. Cambio de
Lewis
jugadores.
makes a move down the right. Tries to pass it through. And this is Mom. And a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Rashford. And he's managed to get free. Lovely bit of skill. Nice interception, well timed. Played towards the front line. And the number on the board is 3. And he cuts out the supply. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's picked his way through. This looks promising. Love is having a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically.
Got my head